Get ready for a core challenge with Fit to the Core. Begin with a 5 to 10 minute warm-up. Take rest periods throughout the video, and be sure to drink water before, during, and after your workout session. Get ready for mountain climbers. Starting on your hands and feet, you're going to pretend like you're running up a mountain, alternating, trying to kick right and left knees in between your hands. Hands are about shoulder width apart. Try to imagine alternating left and right and getting those knees in between the hands, or as close to it as possible. It's a great cardio move. The faster you run up the mountain, the more the heart works. Also works the core. Shoulders and arms are working as well to support you throughout the move. Moving on to Muay Thai kicks. We're going to alternate legs as we kick the knee up towards the chest and step back into a half rear lunge. As you kick the knee up towards the chest, you're going to add a slight twist as you bring your shoulders and arms across the opposite side to match your knee. This can be a difficult move. You might want to practice the lower body first, and once you feel comfortable with that, you can add the arms. It's a good cardio move, as well as working your abs. Every time you bring that knee up and twist, it's like a standing crunch with a twist. So you're working your abdominal muscles and also your oblique or side abdominal muscles. Keep breathing through the move. And tighten your belly button as you crunch that knee up towards your opposite elbows. Moving into high knees. You're jogging in place, but trying to lift your knees as high as you can. Try to get those knees up towards your chest as high as you can. Keep arms pumping, forward and back, up and down. The faster the arms move and the legs move, the more the heart will work. Good cardiovascular move, as well as working the abdominal muscles. Every time you lift those knees up, you're crunching your abs. Make sure you breathe and imagine that you're drawing your belly button back to your spine. That'll keep a tight core and support you through the move. Make sure as you're running through this move, you are bouncing lightly. So when you land, you're landing on the balls of your feet and land softly to protect your knee joints. Well-deserved rest period. Take 60 seconds to relax, breathe deeply, keep moving around so that your muscles stay warm, and drink a lot of water. Get ready for curl-ups. Lying on your back, feet flat on the floor with knees bent. Tighten your core as you lift your shoulders and chest off the floor. Your hands can be behind your head or across your chest or out in front of you as you reach up. Remember to breathe. Keep your belly button drawn back to your spine and keep your lower back on the ground. Reverse curls are working the transverse abdominis or the lower ab muscles. You are on your back and bringing your knees towards your chest, and then return your feet almost to the floor. If you want more of a challenge, use a weighted ball in between your knees Keep your hands out in front of you to protect you so the ball, if it does fall out, doesn't hit you. Moving into bicycles. You're going to alternate going from side to side, trying to match up opposite knee to opposite elbow as you're slightly twisting from side to side. Chest is raised off the ground. Avoid pulling on your neck. This is working your oblique or side abdominal muscles. Keep breathing and keep your core tight. Get ready for a lying side crunch. Lying on your side, you're going to lift up your torso as high as possible, and you should feel a crunch in that side. Feel a tightness, and then you can raise up your legs to make it even more difficult, keeping your knees together. And as you hold it, you'll feel that side. You'll feel the tension in the side. You can even raise and lower the knees, open and close the knees, kind of like a clamshell for more of a workout. Keep breathing, keep that core tight. Get ready to do the same thing on the other side. Lift the torso up. Keep breathing as you tighten your abs. You can raise your legs up off the ground for a more difficult move. And again, as you're holding it, you'll feel the tension in your side. Your obliques are working hard here. Feel free to challenge yourself with clamshells, opening and closing your legs, lifting one knee and then bringing it back down. Keep breathing. Let's keep those abs burning. Get into a plank on your elbow and on your toes. Draw your belly button back to your spine to support your core. Keep a flat back throughout the move. It's a great isometric exercise that works the core. Doesn't look hard, but it's a lot harder than it looks. Moving into windshield wipers, modified version with bent knees. On your back, you're going to raise up your legs and then gently twist from side to side with bent knees. Come back to center, go to the opposite side. Back to center and twist to the opposite side, trying to get your knees as close to the ground as possible, but only go as far as is comfortable. Working your obliques or side abdominal muscles. Keep your core tight throughout the move. Inchworm planks. You're in a plank position starting on your hands and feet, and you're going to walk your hands out just a few steps and then walk them back, all the while trying to keep a flat back. This is great for the core as well as the shoulders and arms. Keep a tight core and breathe throughout. Leg lifts. Starting with straight legs, we're going to try and raise them up as far as we can and lower them as much as we can. The slower you lower the legs, the more the abs are working. This works the rectus abdominis muscles or the good old six-pack. Again, keep your core tight. Partial curl up, adding an overhead throw. You can do this with or without a ball, but feet are on the ground, knees are bent, and you're coming up only halfway. It's not a full sit-up, it's a partial curl up. Arms are over the head, and as you come up, they come up towards your chest. Adding the ball adds more resistance, but you can do this move without the ball as well. As always, keep your core tight and breathe throughout the exercise. Take your 60-second rest period. Enjoy this time to relax, breathe, move around, keep your muscles warm, and don't forget to drink water. You need to replenish. You guys are working hard. Get ready for Muay Thai kicks. Kick your knee up and step back, the opposite leg. This works your abdominal muscles, and as you twist to the side and bring your elbows to your knee, you're working your obliques or outer muscles. Again, this move is difficult, so you might want to try just working on the legs first and then adding the arms when you're comfortable. Step back and kick, and you step back with the opposite foot and kick. Back plank kicks. So this is a reverse plank. And as you are in the back plank position, you're going to alternate kicking your legs, right and left. You don't have to go up too high, but you want to make sure that you kick with a straight leg. And if this is too much, you can bend your knees and have your feet flat on the floor, alternating kicks for a modified version. Keep your hips up and keep breathing. Spider-Man crunch, great for the outer ab muscles or the obliques. So you're just going to be in a push-up position, but you're not going to press down to the ground. You're just going to alternate bringing your knee to your elbow. So right knee to right elbow, left knee to left elbow. You'll feel this in your oblique muscles or side abdominal muscles. It's a side crunch. Shoulders are working to support you. Abs are working hard as you crunch side to side. In and out crunch. You're going to start on your back and you're going to bring your knees to your chest as you raise your chest off the ground to meet your knees. So those legs are coming in and out as you're raising your chest up and down. Keep breathing, keep your core tight, and don't pull on your neck when you come up. Let your abdominal muscles raise you off the ground. Be sure to keep your lower back on the ground throughout the move. Get ready for side planks. You're going to lift yourself up on your elbow. Make sure you're working on a soft surface for this. And you can cross your legs or put one leg behind you, however you feel comfortable to support you. But you want to keep that hip raised up off the ground and be as straight as an arrow throughout the move. Great isometric move. You're going to feel this, but keep breathing and keep your core tight. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So switching sides, coming up on the opposite elbow this time. Raise those hips as high as you can. Keep them elevated. As you get tired, you may want to lower them a little bit, but don't let those hips sink. Keep them up. Look straight ahead. Great exercise to work the oblique or side abdominal muscles. Moving into soul sit-ups. On your back, with your soles together, you're going to come up into a full sit-up and then return to the ground, all while keeping the soles of your feet together. This is a more difficult move, and if you want to modify it, you don't have to come up into a full sit-up. You can only do a partial crunch, leaving your lower back on the ground. Works your core and your inner thighs as well. Moving into L-sits. You're going to have your hands on the ground, feet are on the ground, and just lift your body off the ground while keeping your hands and feet on the ground. Keep your core tight to balance you and lift your hip and butt as high as you can. Keep your legs straight. For more of a modified version, you can bend at the knee with feet flat on the ground. Keep that core tight and breathe throughout. Elbow plank push-up. Start in an elbow plank and then press yourself up into a hand plank, alternating one arm and then the other arm. Down on the elbows, then lift up onto the hands. Back down on your elbows, lift up on the hands. Very tough exercise. Keep a tight core and make sure you're working on a soft surface to protect your elbows. do candlesticks on your back, feet in the air. This is just a small movement where you're raising your hips off the ground and pushing your feet up to the sky. This helps working the lower abdominal muscles, which are the transverse abdominals, and they're tough to get to. But this exercise does a great job. Press the feet up to the sky while lifting the hips and butt off the ground. Use your hands to support you. Rest for 60 seconds. Keep moving. Drink lots of water and breathe. And we're back with Muay Thai kicks. Alternate kicking your knees up towards your chest and stepping back into a half rear lunge. Kick your knee to your chest and step back with the opposite foot and kick that knee up and step back with the opposite foot. Alternate switching and twisting from side to side as you bring your elbows and arms down over the raised knee. Works the abdominals as well as the obliques. We're doing Russian twists, variation using a ball and also kicking our legs, almost as if riding a bicycle. Bring that ball from side to side. And if you don't have a ball, you can just use your hands moving from side to side. But adding those bicycle kicks with your legs makes this harder. You can keep your feet flat on the ground or raise them up slightly and avoid the bicycle kicks for a modified version. Windshield wipers. Straight legs this time, and we're going side to side, but once we get to the center, we're going to lower our legs, raise them, and then twist to the opposite side. Come back to center, lower the legs, lift them, keeping them straight as you can, and then twist to the opposite side. Keep breathing. Let your hands and arms support you on the ground, and keep the core tight. Mountain climber twists. We're not running this, we're just twisting from side to side. Don't let your knee guide you through this. Let your abdominals do the work. So as you twist from side to side, you're trying to bring your knee as close to the opposite elbow, but the twist is coming from the side oblique muscles. Remember to bring your belly button back to your spine to support your core. Moving into dolphin planks, getting in a regular plank position, and then you're going to raise your butt and lower it. And raise the butt and lower it. And when you lower, don't sink too low. You want to remain with a flat back. Draw the belly button back to your spine to support the core. Get on your back for flutter kicks. It's a partial curl up. You stay in that curled up position with hands behind your head as you're alternating, kicking your legs up and down. Flex your feet, straight legs, and alternate. It's like a scissor kick. Tighten your core as you're doing this exercise and avoid pulling on your neck. You can keep your hands across your chest. Back plank. This is just the reverse of a regular plank. You're facing up instead of facing down. Make sure you keep your legs straight and keep your hips and butt raised as high as you can so that you have a straight back. Full body move here works the core, but all of the muscles are working in the body to support you throughout the move. Floor bridge, you're going to start on your back, feet flat on the floor, knees bent, and raise up your hips and lower back off the ground. Keep your shoulders on the ground and keep most of your weight on your arms and shoulders to protect your neck. Keep a tight core. Imagine a straight line from your chest to your knees. Keep those hips raised. Let's finish strong with mountain climbers, running up that mountain as fast as you can. The faster you run, the harder the heart works. Core is working here as you're alternating, trying to bring right and left knees in between your hands. Hands are shoulder width apart. Arms and shoulders are working to keep you supported throughout the move. Great job, guys. You've just completed the Fit to the Core challenge. This is a 21-minute video. If you'd like more of a challenge, feel free to repeat the video.